Hello, my name is Catherine Haley. I'm a South Florida born and raised girl who got a communications degree from the University of Florida. I specifically studied in telecommunication production, which is video production and communication skills. With that, we learned all different ways of social media, writing, etc. In high school, I had different experiences that opened me up to leadership, including at age 16 being promoted to the head surf instructor of a camp. We could have up to anywhere from 60 to at max 100 kids at a time at the camp with tons of different instructors, but I was in charge of all of them. With this huge task, I had to find a way to be able to make sure every single kid by Friday was surfing. How do I do that, and how to lead other instructors? The way I did it was before everybody got in the water, we were all on the beach and I'd be at the front. I like to do a visual representation as my way of teaching. So therefore, in front of the crowd, I would always lay on my surfboard, paddle, stand up on the beach, and go step by step by step. I would do step 1, laying on my belly and showing the correct way to paddle with my fingers. Step 2, how to jump into the crouch position and what is the right way to do it, and what are some common mistakes other people make. I think that's an important part of learning, because if you show the mistakes that people can make, then you'll be more aware about it. This can go to the same way with anything you're teaching. You should always make sure that you mention what is correct that someone's doing, or what they could be doing wrong, and what tendencies people fall into, so that way nobody else falls into that. Visual representations are always great because a lot of people are visual learners like myself. With this, if you physically see it and do it, then it can be helpful. Lastly, I make the student repeat after me. On the beach, we all do it at the same time, so that way if they're physically doing it too, then it's really helpful. For other learning, that could be physically writing out or physically speaking and speaking back to me and telling me what you're doing. Now, the last thing I like to do with teaching is make it a game. So everybody likes games, and the game would be, if I said a word, you had to jump up, and a different word, you'd be out. So sometimes people would jump thinking it was the wrong word. Other than that, I have also worked with Children's Miracle Network, in which I taught kids just how to live their best life as kids that were part of a hospital that had multiple diseases, and I was able to help them have a better childhood. Some hobbies about myself: I love to surf, I love to play with kids, I love hiking, I love the outdoors, and I love being surrounded by people. So hopefully after listening to some of this, that you'd be able to see my different teaching methods, learn a little bit about myself. I'm outgoing, I'm fun. I love to have fun with people and surround myself with good attitudes and good vibes. I'm Catherine Haley from Florida, the University of Florida graduate.